going to record our steps here, and I've already set this environment up. I have pointed it to the ISO file, so I am going to try to start this and see what happens. It's now starting Windows 10, as you can see from the icon. You may not be able to see down at the bottom. There's some. These are what's happening. So these are like the display buttons on my computer. I get to this point. Let me pull this down just a little bit further. I'm just going to click Next because I am going to install Windows 10. Click Install. All right. I don't want to put the code in right now, and there's a couple of reasons. One, I'm lazy and I'd have to type it in. It doesn't take a copy and paste at this point. So I'm going to say I don't have a product key yet, and that's okay. Select the operating system we want. Well, in your case, normally you download the education version. I downloaded the Windows 10 Windows Home one, so you wouldn't have a choice. You'd have the education one. I'm going to select the Pro if you do get a choice like that. And some of the multiple editions, if you've gotten it from a spot other than DreamSpark, are going to have multiple editions. So I'm going to accept the license key. Here's one of the tricky spots in this installation. Instead of installing the upgrade, which is why it's highlighted to start with, we're going to actually click on the custom install. Notice in our setup, if you remember back, we had 32 gigs of RAM. I'm going to click Next, and now it's going to copy Windows and install. And so, depending on the speed of your computer and the speed of your hard drives, etc., how many other things you have open and running, this may take a little longer than other times. So we'll take a look and see if we can get that installed. All right, we've made it through the install, and now it'll look very much like a typical Windows install at this point as it continues its operations. And now when this completely finishes, you'll have a installed copy of Windows 10 that you can then launch at any time for experimentation purposes, practice purposes, just to see what Windows 10 looks like if you're running an alternative operating system. Thank you.